that was a great opening. I hit play right as you were talking.
Brought to you by Off. Stop bugs in their tracks. No, I don't know what the thing is.
I don't think that, I feel like it's Raid.
Probably, yeah.
Also, ew, I would rather get bitten than have that on my body.
Yeah.
Gordy, do not.
It's buggy here.
It is.
It's always buggy here.
Yeah.
You've got two options. Bugs or freeze your ass off.
Yeah.
And we're currently in the bug season.
Even though it is quite literally October 3rd. Jesus Christ. Hey, our anniversary is in like 12 days.
It is.
Happy anniversary to us.
4 years.
Oh yeah.
But welcome to another Yap Fest. We haven't done one of these in a while. We've got some pre-recorded that we just never did anything with.
Yeah.
One from out in Colorado.
And one from prior to Colorado. So the last video that we actually posted was the night that we recorded 2 videos, and we only ever posted 1 of them.
Oh no. Oh god. So yeah, that second one's gonna be unhinged as fuck.
Yeah, because we were
feeling pretty good in the first one.
So I will be posting this one soon. It is October 3rd. Note that down so that whenever I post it, you can actually hold me to that. But I'm gonna post the other 2 videos first, and then I'll post this one. That way they're still in technically chronological order. I'll just post all of them at once.
Our 1 subscriber will be happy.
Woo! Jocelyn!
Shout out down to Texas.
But anyways, welcome to an Around the Table session.
Yes. Setting has changed once again.
Indeed. We're never in the same place.
You'll get that joke if you've watched the first 3 videos that we're going to put out before this one.
Yeah.
If you watch them in chronological order.
You don't have to. I promise there is nothing important chronologically.
There's nothing important in any of these videos.
Yeah.
The ramblings of 2 weirdos.
2 Midwestern people.
Exactly. But our story for tonight.
Yes.
Is the story of what happened last weekend.
Indeed.
Is where we're going to start.
Yep. Story of harvest. Because I don't know where the frame cuts off, but if you can see there's corn back there. It is, we live in farming country, and it is harvest season. Goodbye.
Cooler replaces the magic, what do we call it?
The Fridge-O-Matic or something like that.
The Fridge-O-Matic, something or other.
I'd have to go back and rewatch our video to know what
I
it's
don't feel
called.
like doing that.
Yeah.
We'll call it the Fridge-O-Matic. This is the Cooler-O-Matic. It's a new prototype.
Indeed.
I've been working on.
No, it's... we should have duct taped over this and wrote Cooler-O-Matic. Goodbye, Ellie. She's just straight up leaving.
She's just sitting there, bro.
But like out of frame.
Oh.
She doesn't want to be included.
I don't blame her. I'm only here so I don't get fined. No. Throwback, we've been watching a lot of football. We've been getting into the NFL pretty good. So I had to explain to her who Marshawn Lynch was.
I knew the name, I just didn't know the lore, I suppose. But anyways, harvest last weekend. So my parents farm. They're big farmer people.
They're farmer people.
Yeah, farmer people. We are not. I don't have any desire for that. But Logan helped my parents drive a truck. He drives a great truck for them.
I don't mind helping. I like helping.
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for anything.
Yeah.
But I don't mind helping.
What are you doing? My God, that's enough. Where do we want to start this story? Maybe just kind of give a lay of the land first of like...
Yeah, okay, so I'm comfortable driving just about anything. Well, 2 weeks ago at this point...
Yeah, it was 2 weekends ago that we went and got everything set up.
Yep. 2 weekends ago, I went and I drove a semi-truck for the first time. Semi-truck with a probably 40-foot trailer or so. I had never driven a semi. I kind of knew the gist of what to do. But so I went down there, me and her dad, took it into town to the gas station to fill it up with diesel fuel. And I kind of got a lay of how to drive a truck. Mind you, that was still the first time I'd ever driven the truck. Well, last weekend they were actually getting started to harvest because they wanted to get started that first weekend we were there.
And then it rained.
And then it started to rain. So we
called it quits.
Didn't do anything until Friday.
Yep. I
went down there, and it's right there by her parents' house. We're hauling to an elevator that I've hauled to before in a pickup truck with a wagon behind. No big deal. I took one of his helpers with him, went through the elevator, we figured it out. The sassy lady behind at the scale house of the elevator yelled at me, but I'm like, sorry, it's my first time. Sorry, not from here.
I'd be curious to know which one was that yelled at you.
She was, so when I say short, I actually mean just slightly taller than you.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure Corey is still on the roof.
She absolutely is.
Okay.
I thought she was coming down here earlier. That's why I turned around and looked, but
oh, I can hear her up there.
She's very clearly still on.
My cat is on the roof of the carport.
Yeah, they were going after a bird in yon pine tree there.
Our Christmas tree.
Our Christmas tree. That at some point we're gonna have to choose between the Christmas tree or this carport.
I'm not ready to make that decision yet. What?
I just saw her ears.
Hold on, I want to see if I can get a shot of her on the carport. I was
just about to say, pick that up and send her up there.
Yeah. Hello. What you doing? just for funsies? Oh my god!
What'd she do?
She ran to the other side.
Oh, I figured she'd jump.
Nope. Unless she's come down. Hold on, we're going on an adventure now.
No, she's still up there. What are you doing? She's terrified.
She's gonna climb down the tree now.
Oh, what an awful sound.
That was horrific.
Yep, she climbed down the tree.
Okay.
A little spiral staircase.
Oh, yep, I can see your feet over here now. Yep. Anyways, now that we've done that, get this positioned back up, hopefully roughly correctly. There we go.
But it's, she was, and it really was hard to tell, but she seemed like a slightly shorter, she was kind of heavy set.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you hair color or nothing. I was still so...
Guesstimate of age?
Mid-40s to late 50s.
Okay.
Somewhere in there.
I don't think it was Ashley, then. Ashley's the only one that I know that works up there.
There were 3 gals working in there.
Yeah.
There was her, and then there was 2 younger gals closer to our age.
Ashley's like 10 years younger than my parents. But
Is she thinner and have really dark hair?
Yeah.
No, because they sent me in to get a sample. So, backtrack, so you could be in on the story.
Yes.
Grain, as it grows in the field, you let it get, because like, I don't know if you can see that corn looks like it's dead.
Yeah.
Well, what you do is you let it grow to maturity, and then you let it sit there and dry in the field. It's like corn needs to be at, what is it, like 10%, 10 to 20%, I think.
Off the top of my head, I could not tell you.
Is the good value for corn. Beans are pretty close to the same. They have too much water in them. They're still soft. You know, like you pull sweet corn out of the can, how it's squishy. That's fully moisturized.
Yeah.
But so I had to take a sample in a little coffee can. I took it up to the elevator. They ran it through their machine, and it told them it was 11% moisture or whatever. But the girl that did that was young. She might have been younger than us.
Oh, mine. Okay.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I was
just curious if it was Ashley that was mean to you.
No.
I doubt it.
I mean, Ashley's mean to me all the time.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro. Side story.
Oh.
Remember the other day? So it was Sunday. We were both feeling our oats, if you will. We were sitting on the couch, and you licked me. You licked your finger and touched me, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I called her by her first name, and I thought she was gonna cry.
Don't first name me. It's not what we call each other.
It was weird. I hated it the second I said it, but like, it was funny.
Yeah, because we were sitting there watching the football game. Anyways.
I don't even remember where we started. Where should we go back to?
Okay, so you were taking a sample to the elevator. Oh, that doesn't matter. It wasn't, I don't think it was Ashley that was mean to you. If it was, I'll stick my dad on her because he knows her pretty well.
Well, it was funny because I driving the truck. That's where this all started.
Yes, yes.
Driving the truck, I was nervous. That was my first time, other than to the gas station with her dad. Taking that truck to the elevator on Friday was the first time I had driven that truck full of grain, mind you.
With a full heavy load.
Full heavy load. Whenever me and her dad went to the gas station, the trailer was empty. So the whole unit only weighed, what was it, like 30,000 pounds?
About 30,000 pounds empty, yeah.
Which is a lot. Which is almost double what my license is rated for.
Don't tell anybody.
But
I mean, fully loaded, taking it to mode last weekend, we were like pushing 80.
80,000 pounds is the legal limit in Illinois for a regular 18-wheeler. That's 2 drive axles on the semi, a steer axle, and a set of tandem axles on the trailer.
Yes, because we know what different axles mean.
You ever heard of a tandem bike?
Yeah.
That's what tandem means.
Okay.
One in front of the other.
Okay.
2 set of drive axles on the semi. Those are the back ones, that actually drive.
Uh-huh.
And then steer axles. Can you guess what they do?
I bet they steer.
They steer. 18 wheels. 18-wheeler. You know what an 18-wheeler is.
I mean, yes. Yeah. You just started talking about axles and like, nobody...
You're right. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. 18-wheeler in Illinois, 80,000 pounds. That's the limit. Loaded. That's the limit. You go to the elevator and you're anywhere from 80,000 to... What was the high on Saturday?
That very first load we took was the full, so I think it was like 82.
82? No, we had an 87, I thought.
Maybe that was the first one that... The remaining loads were under 80.
The
I think
last
we were
load
like
was...
79.
The
and
last
the last load was like 74.
I thought it was like 60 something.
Maybe. I don't fucking remember.
Either way, it doesn't.
It's not relevant.
It doesn't matter. But I was very nervous going to that elevator for the first time. The one in where her parents live. That's just like 5 miles up the road. I'm taken to 2 elevators.
Yes. So the elevator, for context, is a bunch of very large grain bins.
It's where you drop your grain.
Yeah, you go dump your grain into a giant pit, and they put it in like big grain bins, and
they weigh you on the way in and on the way out, and that's how they know how much grain.
Yeah, the difference between the 2 weights is how much grain you brought them.
And the different moisture matters because if it's dry, they take it right to the main bin to export. If it's wet, they have to send it to a different bin
and try to dry it out.
Dry it down. And you don't get as good a price for dry grain as you do, for wet grain.
Because then the elevator is putting the work and time and electricity into drying out the grain.
But I was nervous pulling into this elevator. You pull up to the scale house, and that's when they sample you and weigh you and everything. And then at that point, usually they look at the side of the... Anytime I've ever been to an elevator, they look at the side of the truck, they know whose truck it is, and they know basically whose account to put this grain into.
Yeah. My dad has very unique looking trucks. Everyone knows his trucks.
Most elevators... Because, I mean, most farmers
have their name, like, on the side of the truck.
Yeah. Sticker,
and if they don't, like my dad does, because he doesn't have his name on any of them.
Yeah.
They go to the elevator often enough, they're familiar enough with the employees there that they just know whose truck that is.
But this particular elevator, has a rule where you have to have a whiteboard or a piece of paper or something that tells you who this grain is going to, and if it's like some fields are split between people. Or
like my dad and my grandpa split some fields, like 75-25 or 50-50 or whatever.
And this board, you're supposed to, while they're weighing you on the scale, you're sitting there in the truck and you're supposed to show them this board. That way they know
how to split everything up.
How to do what they're doing.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I've never been, unless you walk into that elevator and say, hey, half of this goes here, half of it goes here, they just assume it goes all to whoever the truck is for. Because they've got accounts with, all these people and what have you. But so I was waiting for the green light to pull out of the scale and proceed on into the elevator where I could dump my load of grain out. And I never got the green light because, there's actually a traffic signal out there. And there's also a readout of the scale number, and it's got a little circle on it that, switches between a red X and a green circle. But I never got the go ahead to, leave. So I'm just sitting there. And finally, this lady comes out and screams at me. I think she was more screaming because it's loud. Semis are loud, especially old farm semis are loud. And she comes out and screams, "Do you have a board in there?" And I look, her dad's helper that went with me, who's supposed to be telling me all this stuff, mind you.
Granted, you can't.
Yeah. I kind of look at him, and I look back. So whenever I got in the truck, in the passenger seat was a little dry erase board with letters written on it. I didn't know what it fucking meant. So I just sat it up on the dashboard. I didn't think anything of it. And I showed it to her. I said, "This?" And she goes, "Yeah." That's why I go. Sorry, it's my first time here. Like, I don't know. Now that story's finished. I don't remember how we got here before that.
We were explaining the logistics of everything, but that was Friday night. Last Saturday was the occurrence of the actual story that we're getting to here. So, real quick for you, my parents live in a town about 30 minutes south of here. It's about a 30-minute drive or so. They have ground right by their house in that town that they live in. They also have farm ground in a town that's like 10 minutes west of there. That's all easy. Logan knows all of that ground. Logan's been to all of that ground before. All of those fields, anything harvested out of there goes to that elevator that Logan was at Friday night that is in the town that my parents live in. My parents also have ground in a town that's, I don't know, like 20 minutes east.
20 minutes, yeah. The opposite direction.
Yeah, east. That Logan's not familiar with. He has not helped with those fields before. He does not know where they are. And they are far enough away that they haul to a different grain elevator whenever they are harvesting out of those fields. A town that's slightly closer to where those fields are at. And Logan had also never been to that elevator. So last Saturday morning, they were getting started on the ground in the town that's further away. And so I know where those fields are at, whatever. So I was going to go with him and show him basically where to go. I was in my car. He was taking the semi over there because, you've got to move all of the equipment over. So my dad took the combine over, my mom took the tractor, my sister took the truck and wagon. I was just in my car. Logan was in the semi.
Follow.
Yeah. So I was in my car and Logan was following me in the semi, and I was basically leading him to where we needed to go. And we were so freaking close to where we needed to go. I knew exactly where I was going to get to the field. But I only know how to get to the field. Like, I know one route to get to the field. I don't know, I'm not familiar enough with that area down there. Like, my grandpa lives down there, my sister lives down there. I did live there until I was like 7, but like as a 7-year-old, you're not paying attention to how to get anywhere. And we were almost there, and my dad calls Logan.
Calls me.
and tells him, what did he tell you exactly?
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah. So he asks me where I'm at. And I tell him roughly where I'm at. Mind you, I don't fucking know where I'm at. I told him what I was driving by, and he's like, okay, you're by so-and-so's property. Yes. Have you turned at the stop sign yet? Like the one stop sign in the whole fucking county, practically, mind you.
Yeah.
And I said, no. I said, I'm just coming up to it. Well, at that exact moment, she was about to turn at the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
I've stopped. I'm probably 200 yards back. I stop on the side of the road. I pull over. I put my hazards on. I'm sitting there, not listening to a fucking word he's saying to me.
He was worried about trying to get me stopped before I turned at the stop sign.
Because she's getting ready to turn. I'm flashing my lights. I'm waving my arm out the window, trying to get her to stop.
I saw the lights flash once. I did not see him waving his arms, and I panicked because there was a car coming. And I immediately was like, oh, I need to turn. Like, someone's coming, I need to turn, I need to keep moving. Like, I can't just stop here in the road. And then
See, though, you can.
I know, I know, but I panicked.
Slapped it in park, put the hazards on.
I'm aware that I could have, but I panicked.
People go around you. Which, that wasn't even a four-way stop. There was someone coming.
Yes, but like, what if they were turning down the road that we needed to go down because I wasn't necessarily pulled over far enough. I was already up at the stop sign, so like I couldn't get over, and I didn't know if they needed to turn in there, like if they had enough room to get in.
Yeah, enough room. Anyway, where were we? Okay, yeah. So her dad. So I'm more worried about what she's doing. I do not listen to a single word her dad is saying. So I tell him. I said, okay, hang on, wait a minute. I said, I'm following Ashley. I said, call her and explain to me, because I didn't catch a single word of what the fuck he said. What he told me to do was to, instead of turning left at the stop sign, go straight through it another mile. It's a dirt road, rock road. Around here, dirt roads are actually just rock roads, but it's rocks on mud.
Yeah.
You go down this dirt road, you're going to turn left in another mile, and you're going to come up on this side of the field. Instead of the main road that we travel the rest of the day that runs east to west.
Yeah.
East to west. He tells me to go straight another mile and then come up like at this intersection for whatever reason. I don't know.
I don't understand. I still don't understand why he had you do that. But regardless.
Either way. I don't listen to a word he fucking says. I stay sitting on the side of the road while he's calling his daughter, who I think he is explaining to where we're going. He doesn't. So she turns around, mile down that way, turns around, mile back this way. We start heading that way. We go straight through the stop sign.
So my dad called me. The only thing that he told me was, hey, I've rerouted your husband. That was it. That was all I got. What the fuck do you mean you've rerouted my husband? Where? How? What? And so I called Logan and was like, what's going on? Like, where are we? What? And all I got there was, we're going straight through the stop sign and we're supposed to go find your dad. I'm like, well, I don't know where going straight takes us. I don't know where that road goes. But so I turned around and I headed back. At that point, I made a left-hand turn because I was coming back the other way, but whatever. We went straight through the stop sign, basically.
Neither of us knew where we were going.
Nope.
So we just kept going.
I didn't realize we were supposed to turn left in a mile. We passed the road.
Past the road.
We were supposed to turn on.
We went another almost mile, I would say, probably.
Probably, yeah.
Pretty close to it.
On a rock road that's like as wide as this picnic table is.
It is one lane. It kept getting
worse
less
and worse.
rocky.
More just dirt.
More just dirt.
And like you can see my car in the background here. My car's not built for that. And it was about the time that the road started going really to shit.
Just stopped being rock at all.
Yeah.
And just getting dirt. Luckily it's dry, so it's not like we're gonna get like stuck or anything. But.
Yeah. I had seen we had passed a road with the option to turn left, but I didn't realize we were supposed to be turning, so I just kept going straight. And so a little bit later down the road, whenever the roads start getting really, really shitty and I didn't want to go any further, I called my dad and I'm like, where are we supposed to be going? Like, what are we doing? And then that is whenever he told me that we were supposed to have turned left on that road that we had already passed. On this one-lane rock road that you can't really turn around on.
Especially in a 60-foot long semi.
Yeah.
Truck and trailer together.
So I then called Logan and relayed the information to him that we have now missed our turn. This road is getting worse and I don't know where it leads, if it leads anywhere. I don't want to go down it any further. Thankfully, right where we stopped was a field road, basically, like a little
field entrance.
Yeah.
There's no ditch there. There's what they
like
call
a
a culvert,
and
which is a pipe laid in the ditch with dirt over it.
Yeah, so like there's a little, you can drive over it.
You can drive over it is what that's for.
And so I asked Logan, I'm like, do you think you can pull into this field entrance and turn around on this road?
I had never backed such a thing in my life before, but had to figure it out because there was no option of backing the truck and trailer because, like I said, it was, I bet 3/4 of a mile. Like if it was 600 yards, I probably would have just backed it up.
Okay, we can still kind of see it. So I was just curious if we need to turn this light on. It's getting dark.
Oh, yeah, we turned that light on. I'm not going to sit here.
Yeah. Story's almost over. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We don't want to be held anymore. Okay, goodbye.
But so I was able to turn around in this field entrance, luckily.
There was a freaking telephone pole on the opposite side of the road as the field entrance. So, like, as Logan was backing up, he was taking the risk of backing into this telephone pole.
She had to get out of her car, come over and, like watch and make sure
he's not going to take this telephone pole down.
And
it took us like 5 minutes. Eventually, we got turned around. In the time frame that he was trying to turn around, my dad calls me and is like, where are you guys? Did you get lost? And I'm like, we're trying to turn around. I didn't know where we were going. We passed the road that we were supposed to turn on. And he goes, turning around? Like, what the fuck? What other option do we have? Full name of my father, you?
You didn't tell me that part.
Yeah. Like, what do you expect us to do? You didn't tell me where I was going. I didn't know I was supposed to turn there. This road clearly leads into oblivion. Like, we have to turn around. So we finally got turned around. I was able to easily turn around in the field entrance because, tiny car. And Logan turned on the road that we were supposed to be turning on. Yeah. And that road was in even worse condition than the road that we were previously on. So I ditched Logan. I guess I sat at the intersection there where you turned off and said,
Until I saw.
Yeah, once you find my dad, let me know. And
Which,
then I'm going back to the main road to go back the way that I know on a paved road.
At that point, the road was pretty much a straight shot. It wasn't actually a straight shot. It kind of went down a little valley with an even bigger culvert that had a creek running through there. But it came up on the other side of that, and then it was a straight shot. I didn't have to turn or do anything else. For the most part, straight shot through.
Yeah.
It was just a very rough road. It was not a good road to take a car down.
Yeah. Very, very stressful.
Yes.
Situation trying to get to the field. We could have been there 20 fucking minutes sooner if he hadn't fucking rerouted us. And he didn't need to reroute you.
No, that was the worst part. Because his grain tank on his combine was not all the way full. Granted, the grain cart wasn't there. So, when harvesting crops, you've got a combine, and that's what actually pulls the grain out of the fields. It's got a storage tank on it
For all of the grain.
For all of the harvested and processed grain. I mean, it pulls full corn stalks and bean stalks out of the field.
And then pulls the actual pieces, like kernels
just
of
the
corn.
Kernels and the actual beans themselves out of the field.
Discards the rest.
Yep, that's chaff. Not that it matters. And it stores that grain in a tank, basically. I mean, it's just a big old hopper that's full of grain. And then it's got an auger on it that throws it out, usually to a grain cart, is what it's called, pulled by a tractor. Big old wagon that holds usually double, sometimes triple what the combine itself can hold.
And then that cart has an auger on it to go dump that grain from the cart
onto the trucks that take it into town.
Yeah.
Your mom wasn't there with the grain cart yet.
No, because they had taken a sample to the elevator and then went back home. Her and my sister went back to go get the tractor and grain wagon, and then my sister grabbed Yeller and the other wagon.
The pickup truck with the other roadworthy wagon on it.
Yeah.
His grain tank was in his combine was not full.
No, yeah.
Because what he did is he cut all the edge or whatever, and he came back and he dumped on me while I was sitting on that dirt road.
Yeah.
Across the ditch, he just dumped on me. And then after that, he went up and he cut a swath big enough for me to turn around, just pull in and just whip a 180 and turn around
in the field.
In the field. So I turn off the road into the field, pull around where all the grain has been harvested already, and then I just park right there. He had enough grain tank storage to do all of that.
Yeah, no, he did not need you to come up that dirt road.
You and I could have sat on the main road, the hard road, while he was doing all of that, and then told me to come in and park where I was supposed to park, and then could have emptied his grain tank, which would have been fuller at that point.
Yeah, but still, his 3/4 light hadn't come on yet.
No. No. There's a light on the combine that flashes, outside of the big old beacon, strobe light type deal, that flashes whenever it is 3/4 of the way full. That way the operator of the grain cart can go empty the grain out of the combine.
But yeah, super, super fun.
Super stressful for no reason.
Yeah. So I went back on the main road to where we were supposed to be, parked my car, and then had to walk back across the field part way to get to where Logan was parked with the semi on that dirt road.
Roughly, I would say probably 3/8 of a mile.
Yeah, it wasn't very far. It just cracked me up because Dad's helper was there in a different tractor with a big old mower behind it, mowing the ditches. And because he was in between me and you, as I was walking down the road to get to you, because we have walkie-talkies. My parents run walkie-talkies whenever they are harvesting. That way we can all easily talk to each other. We didn't have any walkie-talkies. My mom had taken them all and already brought them out to the field. So I had to go get them. So I parked my car, I grabbed the walkie-talkies, and I was bringing a walkie-talkie over to Logan. And as I'm walking down the road, Dad's helper is up there in the tractor going, just, what are you doing? He's looking at me and he's going,
Didn't you stop and talk to him?
yes, because he got out of the tractor.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand what he was doing by, what does this mean?
What did that mean?
He's like, are you just walking for fun? Like, I'm taking him a walkie-talkie. He's like, oh, okay, I just want to make sure you didn't need anything.
Oh.
I'm like, no, I'm good. Thanks for checking. I'm good. But, what is this?
I wonder now if he saw me. Did he know I was there?
I don't know. Because he was facing the other direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, super fun trying to get to the field. And then just an overall super fun day.
Yeah. So, soybeans.
I feel like we need to turn the lights on at this point. It is getting very dark. Surely that camera cannot see us. No, not really. We'll make this quick.
Yep. Let's sit back further.
Okay.
Stay away from the bugs. So soybeans which is what we were harvesting
Mm-hmm.
instead of corn. Soybeans typically get 75 bushel, which I don't know if you know what a bushel is.
It's a big basket.
It's a measurement of volume.
Yeah.
All it is. Typically get 75 bushel per acre of planted soybeans. With the weather this year and just how rough it's been on the actual plants themselves, her dad was only getting around 40, so half, call it, but between 35 and 40.
Yeah.
Usually soybeans, there's a lot less an acre. I mean, corn you get so much more per acre, but it's not worth as much.
Yeah.
You barely one combine can barely keep one semi busy. So we got there. He put his one grain tank on me. In the meantime, your mom got there with a grain cart. He dumped his combine directly onto the truck. But then after that, we sat there for
like an hour and a half.
An hour and a half or better.
Yeah. Just waiting until the semi was
filled, so that I could drive it. What was it, like 6 or 7 miles or whatever to the elevator?
About 6-ish, a little over 6.
We'll call it 7 just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
7 miles there, 7 miles back, and then we got there, and we sat.
And like Logan had never been to that elevator before either, so I rode with him. I was in the passenger seat of the semi, directing him on where to go, how to get to the elevator. Because it's also out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Everything out here is in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then I was planning on doing like 1 or 2 maybe trips with him to the elevator, and then I was gonna go home. I didn't need to be there. And I ended up staying the entire day.
Which I'm very thankful for.
Yeah.
Because after that first field was done, which only took 2 trips to the elevator.
3. No.
We only took 3 loads.
No, we took 4. There were 3 by the house there, and then back by my sister's house we took 1.
Oh.
There were 4 total tickets.
I apologize.
Anyways.
Oh, yeah.
That very last load from the field there by...
was very light.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, after the first load, we came back. We had packed a lunch. We knew we were going to be there a little bit, so we sat on the tailgate of the truck and ate on the tailgate of a pickup truck that was there, and ate our lunch. And then I was going to go maybe, like, depending on time-wise, I was going to go maybe 1 more round with him to the elevator, and then I was going to go home. And by the time we got back to the field from that second load, they were ready to dump the remainder of the field on the semi, and were moving to a different field in a different location that Logan did not know where it was. Actually, literally right next to where my sister lives. Right where I grew up, because she lives where I grew up, or for the first 7 years of my life, or whatever. But so I ended up staying so that I could direct him to...
where the fuck to go.
Yeah, how to get to my sister's house and that field that's next to it, and then how to get from there to the elevator.
All the country roads, all the back roads, whatever you want to call them around here. So, I mean, you've got your main highways. You've got county highways that go in different directions and whatnot. We call them blacktops. For the most part, all of the other just township-owned and upkept, what do you call that? Maintained.
There you go.
Roads are in a nice grid pattern.
They are.
So we've got
every mile there's a new road.
Yep,
basically.
we've got a main road here, which is a blacktop, which is a county
just over
highway.
Here.
That's the north-south road. We live on an east-west road. So if we get on this east-west road and we go 1 mile that way, there's a 4-way intersection. Which, in this situation, if you continue going east, that's a dead end. And it says that.
Yeah.
But there's nice hard roads going north and south over there, and like everything's in a for the most part nice block.
Yeah, it's a very nice grid pattern. I find it easy. Like if you give me a road number, I can tell you exactly where it's at because all of the road
numbers are numerical, like
based on where they're located. So
miles.
Like our address, based on the road that we live on, indicates how many miles north and how many miles east of the county line that we live.
Yes, and I mean that's how most rural road numbers work.
Around here, yes, but I mean, like driving to Missouri and Kansas on the way to Colorado, their road numbers aren't named like that.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. It'll be like, it's not 4 digits. Ours are 4 digits.
Yeah, because we go down to the 100th of a mile. So, like, our particular address is 4 numbers. The first 2 numbers indicate...
mile.
Yeah. Like, how many miles, since we live on an east-west road, it's how many miles north of the county line we are. Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then our...
How many miles? The second number is how many miles east.
Yeah, and that miles east, since we don't live on a north-south road and we're not an even mile number east, it goes down to our 4-number address is mile point number.
With the second digit being odd if you're north, even if you're south.
Of the road.
Of the
yes,
road.
Yeah, of the particular road that you live on. Yeah. Same with east-west.
Same with east-west. Yeah. The 4th digit is odd or even.
Mm-hmm. Based on which side of the road you live on.
But so it's a very nice grid pattern, but there are things and some roads, you know, that just aren't used, so they're just not maintained. Every now and again, if you hop on any road here and you just keep driving on it, it might just end in the middle of a fucking timber somewhere.
Yeah.
So, like, while yes, if you gave me an address,
I can tell you where it's located.
I can tell you roughly where it's located. You know, pretty damn close.
Since we live in the same county that my parents do, I can tell you exactly how many miles north and west of them we live based on our addresses.
Yeah, simple math.
Yeah.
But every now and again, you'll hop on a road, and just like I said here, if we hop on our road and we go a mile east that way, because we're almost, you know...
We're just about... Our last 2 digits are 1-1. Yeah, so...
We go just a mile to the east, and it comes to a 4-way intersection. If we keep going east, that just ends in a dead end.
Yeah. The road just stops.
In our situation, there's a sign there that lists...
Dead end.
Dead end.
Yeah.
But a lot of places that are a lot less traveled, they don't have any signage. Some roads just end in people's driveways. I've done that. I've driven around as a teenager and just ended up at someone's property.
If you're not paying close enough attention, whenever you're going to my parents' house, headed north on that north-south road, you'll just go down their driveway. They had people do that all the time. I remember quite frequently as a kid, there would be people coming up the driveway and say, who the fuck is this? And they're just lost. They thought it was a road, but it wasn't. It just turned into my parents' driveway.
When we started dating, football game's probably half over, but like...
Oopsies.
Oh well, I'm having fun out here.
Yeah.
I'm actually not getting swarmed by bugs, and I think it's because
quite surprised by that.
I have so much bug spray on, you're probably getting a contact spray off of it. Because, like, they're not even coming down here hardly.
No, they ain't bugging me.
When we weren't even dating, actually, at the point. We were just friends.
Yeah, that first time you came down to my parents' house.
And she gave me her parents' address.
Mm-hmm.
And that address... With the numbering system, as much sense as it makes, you would think that no computer system would have a problem with it.
But it does.
It does. If you go to certain map websites and you punch our address in, it comes up as a one-room church
like
what?
3
miles.
3 miles, yeah, 3 miles
3
west.
miles that way.
No good reason.
No reason. Which doesn't even make sense. It's like,
whatever. Yeah.
Whatever. So I punched her parents' address in, and it didn't take me right there. So I pull up. So her parents' address or driveway, main driveway. If you go straight south out of it, you come up to a T road.
L road.
The road continues straight south.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an intersection coming up to it. And that's the way I was coming, because I took the back way for whatever reason. So I came up the back way to her parents' house, because you can get there on state and county highways until you get to the road, the driveway.
Like 2 miles from my parents' house, yeah.
I came the back way, county highway to just township roads, to just, get there. So I'm going east on this T road. I hit the intersection and...
You were heading west?
Yeah.
Or, wait, where were you at?
I was at the T road. I was coming in...
The T by, past my first grade teacher's house?
You go straight south out of your parents'.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh.
That T road. When we take the back way.
Like through the bottoms down by my aunt's house.
Yeah. But before you get to those bottoms.
Before you get to...
You go straight south out of your parents' driveway.
And you make a right-hand turn.
At that T road.
Yes.
That's where I was at.
Okay, I was thinking you were meeting the intersection where my parents' driveway begins.
No, okay.
Because then you would have been heading west.
That's not a T road.
No, that's an L road. I was trying to say that earlier.
Oh. So it's weird because, yes, that road just makes a curve. The road just makes a curve.
However, it is very deceptive.
Her parents' driveway, if you just keep going north, is just straight through that intersection.
So, intersection goes like this. This is the intersection.
This is north.
Yep. This and this are roads. Here and here.
This.
Yes. No, like this.
The road.
Is like this.
Sorry.
There we go. So this is the road, but then my parents' driveway comes straight off of here. And their driveway is a half-mile long behind a tree line. So you can't see that it's a driveway. You can't see that someone's house is there.
You can't see the house or anything like
There's
that.
also a driveway coming straight off this way that is the same way. It's a quarter-mile long or so, and you can't see that there's a house there. So it's a very deceptive intersection.
Yes. While technically it is not an intersection, it's just a curve in the road. With the way the numbering systems work, it's technically an intersection.
Yeah.
But then you go and you throw 2 driveways going off in the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it even more confusing.
But then, so hold your thing back up. So if you come down here on the main road, there is a road that juts off here.
Yeah.
A half mile past my parents' driveway. My parents' driveway is here. A half mile down here, there's a road that goes this way, and this is the T road.
That's the T road the T intersection that I was talking about. So I'm coming up on that T road, and my phone tells me you have arrived at your destination. There's no houses there.
No.
I passed the house a mile back that way, and if I look just to the right, if I look to the right down the road, there's a house that way, but there's not anybody living there at the time anyway.
Yeah, no. I couldn't tell you.
But there's no lights or anything, so I didn't see it because it was dark, mind you. That's my new phrase, mind you. So I was so turned around. They're all kinds of...
She's on the roof again.
Ellie was up there too.
What the fuck,
I saw her climbing the tree.
Anyways.
But so I roughly knew at that point. I didn't know it very well. I'm still learning. But at that point, I didn't really know north, south, east, west. I know my left from my right. like the fucking drop of a hat.
Meanwhile, I don't know my left from my right, but I know north, south, east, west.
Yes. I know north and south for the most part, as long as I have a frame reference point or whatever. East and west I kind of struggle on, but that doesn't matter. I get to that point and it tells me I've reached my destination, and I'm thinking, oh fuck. This clearly is not my destination. So I get on Snapchat. I don't know if you use Snapchat. I get on the map, which was like a new feature at this point.
Yeah, because fuck, we started dating ages ago. Oh, he's going after a bug.
Yeah, he's gonna start eating bugs.
Yep.
But so I get on the Snap map and I'm like, okay, she's north of me. You know, you don't get actual directions. It doesn't tell you to turn left.
Yeah.
I can just see that where I am on this map and where she is on this map, she's north of me.
North would have been a left-hand turn.
North would have been a left-hand turn. I turn south. I turn right. Because I'm like, I don't fucking know where I am. That looks like the right direction. I turn right, I start driving, and of course it takes quite some time for SnapMap to update where you are on their map.
Yeah.
So it finally updated, and I'm now further away. I went almost a whole mile. Turned around at the next intersection. No, I didn't quite get a mile, because that next mile is another county highway.
Yeah, you probably turned around in a driveway there.
Honestly, I think I turned around in...
The driveway with the truck there?
No.
Oh?
It was field road.
Oh, that would have been my parents' field road.
It was the same field that you and I fooled around in.
Ditched a condom there, yeah.
Yeah, because we were in my car.
Yes.
We were in my car. We just went off-road. We were going to your parents'?
You were taking me back home. I had been at your parents' house and we were out doing something or whatever, and it was almost my curfew, but it wasn't quite my curfew, so I directed you to pull off in that field road.
Bro.
Oh, to be teenagers again.
Right? You're on home now. We don't have to try to...
No.
The seat of the car, like...
Never again. Don't miss those days.
Yeah, there's so many stories for another video.
Yep.
You decided to come off the roof, did you?
Corey, kitty.
No.
But
So finally, I realized I was going the wrong direction. I turned around in the same field that her and I fucked in. And I start going the right direction, and I'm like, okay, before I completely fuck this up, like, I don't even know that this girl actually likes me, but before I completely fuck this up, I'm just gonna call her, because I don't know where the fuck I'm at. And she's like, oh yeah, just come up to this intersection and just go straight through. That's actually my driveway. Sure shit. Because I pull up the intersection, I'm like, I don't want to get shot. Like, I don't want to go into the wrong driveway, drive all the way up this long-ass driveway where you can't really see the house, and, like, get shot. Because around here, you could. If you pull into the wrong fucking driveway, you might.
Yeah.
But luckily found the right place.
Yep. And here we are today. Was that the night that everything started?
That might be.
I think it was because I came over to your parents' house first.
Yeah. That was the first time.
Yeah.
We watched a movie.
Uh-huh.
About the guy in the wheelchair. What was that?
Me Before You.
I was going to say This Is Us.
No, Me Before You. I made you watch that movie whenever I came over to your parents' house for the first time. We just chilled on your bed and watched that movie. Because at that point, we were just friends.
My mom asked what we were going to do, and I said, I think we're just going to watch a movie in my room. And she's like, you better make sure to keep the door open. We're not having that again. And it's like, damn.
We literally did just watch a movie.
We actually did just watch a movie.
I remember your sister coming to check on us, though.
Yes.
see what we were up to. It's like we're literally laying on like opposite sides of the bed watching a movie. I promise it's nothing more than that.
You were 17.
Yeah.
And I would have been.
You would have been 19. Yeah, I was 17, you were 19 at that point. But anyways, we'll have to dive into some stories from our teenage days whenever we first started dating.
We've got so many stories.
We do. We have a lot. But I feel like this is...
How long is this?
Probably like an hour.
55 minutes.
No one's gonna watch this. It's way too long. Anyways, we're gonna go watch the high school football game that started 30 minutes ago.
And make dinner.
Yes, chicken, bacon, braised potatoes. Ooh, we should.
Ow.
That hit my knuckles. That wasn't
tell.
great.
I can tell.
Anyway.
You're not gonna be doing well. Anyways, until next time.
Bye bye.
This has been fun.